Pues se trata del sexto encuentro del consorcio. El primero se celebró el 28 de febrero del 2020, después de esto ya entramos en confinamiento, y este es el primer encuentro que hacemos presencial desde el primero en Oslo, así que teníamos muchas ganas de dejar el Zoom y de vernos las caras y poder hablar en los ratitos del café y tener un intercambio también más, además de las presentaciones, pues más informal.
EUROSHIP project is trying to examine the existing gaps in opportunities for low-income persons to exercise full and effective social citizenship in a selected number of European countries. And we are particularly interested in to what extent we have in place policies to mitigate the risks of poverty, both at the national, regional and at the EU level.
Our work package is mostly focusing on long-term care, so we are looking at the oldest age group within the life course framework of the EUROSHIP project. Try to find out how people cope with poverty, especially if they have bad health conditions, and that's basically what we do.
And in the EUROSHIP project, we have the role of translating the academic finding into policy recommendations, and also we are the link between the institutions and the work of the EU with the academic world.
We're leading on work package 8, which is looking at how the digitalisation of work and welfare has really affected those risks of poverty and social exclusion. And we've had some really interesting and rich insights come through from the life course interviews. So some really interesting thoughts and challenges coming forward, and hopefully some rich ideas where we can shape policy recommendations to help improve those divides for the future.
E sono coordinatore del Work Package 4 EUROSHIP, che si focalizza sulla Politics of Minimum Income Schemes, e in particolare nel Work Package vogliamo studiare in che modo e fino a che punto le dinamiche politiche condizionano l'evoluzione di policy degli schemi di reddito minimo, e per dinamiche politiche in particolare intendiamo la costellazione degli interessi e dei gruppi di interesse e l'interazione tra questi gruppi di interesse e la struttura del sistema partitico. I primi risultati ci dicono infatti che le diverse dinamiche politiche portano ad evoluzioni di policy molto differenziate tra i paesi, con un rafforzamento importante degli schemi di reddito minimo soprattutto nei paesi del sud Europa, Italia e Spagna, e invece dinamiche di retrenchment e di sottrazione, di compressione degli schemi di reddito minimo soprattutto in Ungheria, in Regno Unito, parzialmente in Norvegia, e in alcuni casi invece sembra prevalere una dinamica inerziale.
Within this project we do some quantitative analysis of poverty, inequalities and policies to tackle inequalities with respect to social rights. Social rights is a complicated concept. It has a security dimension, an autonomy dimension, and a voice dimension. Now our research is mostly about the security dimension, and we do research on how the cross between country and within country inequalities evolved in the last couple of decades, I would say, on the basis of empirical data that is produced by the Eurostat, and we reanalyze this data and try to understand how the relative and absolute measures show the differences within countries, between various social groups, and between countries all across the European spectrum.
I'm the lead of Work Package 5, which deals with young people. And we have been mapping the youth trajectories to the labour market and also the risks of in-work poverty. We found out at quantitative data at the macro level, where we see that young people with different labour market trajectories face very different poverty risks. So to understand what really happens, what are the mechanisms behind that, and I think the voice of young people themselves gives great insights into that, and this is what we're working at the moment to reveal this mechanism from the interviews with young people.
Nuestra aportación está situada en distintos work packages. Por ejemplo, tenemos una contribución en en la parte que intenta analizar el impacto de la digitalización en el acceso a los servicios públicos, en políticas sociales. Hay otra parte que trata de analizar las dinámicas políticas detrás de los distintos programas de rentas mínimas en las comunidades autónomas y también la recientemente aprobada Ingreso Mínimo Vital. Y el Work Package que lideramos nosotros trata de ver el acceso a las políticas de conciliación trabajo-familia de grupos de especial vulnerabilidad. Y tratamos de comparar, hacer un análisis comparativo de los 7 países que configuran EUROSHIP para entender en qué medida las políticas de protección social tienen la capacidad de mejorar la vida a las personas, que básicamente de eso se trata.